الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لقد كان لكم في رسول الله أسوة حسنة صدق الله مولانا العلي العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد معدن الجود والكرم وآله وصحبه وبارك وسلم صل عليه. We will commence Hadith number 1264 from Al-Adab Al-Mufrad. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Babul Hida'i lin-Nisa aw al-Huda' lin-Nisa. औरतों के ऊँटों को तेज चलाने के लिए हदी पढ़ना. So what used to happen before, when they used to ride on camels to spur the camels on, they would sing, which is known as hadi or hida. حدثنا موسى بن إسماعيل قال حدثنا حماد بن سلمة قال أخبرنا ثابت عن أنس رضي الله عنه أن البراء ابن مالك كان يحدو بالرجال وكان أنجشة يحدو بالنساء وكان حسن الصوت فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم يا أنجشة رويدك سوقك بالقوارير. Sayyiduna Anas ibn Malik radiallahu anhu reports that Sayyiduna Bara ibn Malik radiallahu anhu would sing or chant, would do the camel chant for the males, to spur on the camels ridden by the males. Whilst Sayyiduna Anjasha radiallahu anhu would read the camel chant or do the chanting for the camels ridden by the females, by the women. So one day he had a beautiful voice. So one day he was singing, he was doing the hadith, not singing, or chanting the hadith. And then the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "O Anjasha, be gentle, be calm, lest the glass vessels or the goblets may come down and break into pieces." Yani, the Prophet referred to the women as glass vessels. They're very subtle, narmo nazuk. So therefore, be easy on yourself and therefore make it easy on them to have a gentle ride. Otherwise, because of your voice, because you have a beautiful voice, the camels may spur on so fast, you might break the goblets. Subhanallah. So this hadith was also mentioned in Babul Muzah, hadith number 262. So approximately 1000 hadith before. Subhanallah. I don't know when that was. Babul Ghina, the chapter on singing. حدثنا حفص بن عمر قال حدثنا خالد بن عبد الله قال أخبرنا عطاء بن السائب عن سعيد بن جبير عن ابن عباس رضي الله تعالى عنهما في قوله عز وجل ومن الناس من يشتري لهو الحديث ليضل عن سبيل الله قال الغناء أشباهه. Hazrat Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, in mentioning the commentary on the ayat of the Quran in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that there are those people who purchase amusement of speech. What is this lahul hadith? لِيُضِلَّ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, in order to make others go stray from the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He says Al-Ghina'u ashbahuhu, singing, music and something similar, other things which are similar. Now, what do you need to remember? Music. Why was music introduced? सबसे पहले ये गाना बजाना, ये सब ढोल तमाशे ये कैसे शुरू हुए? तो ये इसलिए कि काफिर लोग मुसलमानों को कुरान सुनने से रोके, और शैतान ने काफिरों को ये हिला दिया कि तुम लोग गाना शुरू करो और ढोल तमाशे शुरू करो, ताकि लोग जो है कुरान शरीफ को सुनने से कुरान शरीफ को न सुने, उसके बजाय इन गाने बाजी को, माज़अल्लाह शैतानी गाने बाजी को सुनते रहें. So the reason why music was introduced was to divert people's attention from the Quran, and na'udhu billah, make them listen to music, make them indulge in music, a'yadhan billah. So he says Allah wal hadith, he refers to al-ghina wa ashbahuhu, music and singing, etc. حدثنا محمد بن سلام قال أخبرنا الفزاري وأبو معاوية قال أخبرنا قنان بن عبد الله النهمي عن عبد الرحمن بن عوسجة عن البراء بن عازب قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أفشوا السلام تسلموا والأشرة شر قال أبو معاوية الأشرة والعبث. Sayyidina Bara ibn Azib radiallahu anhu reports that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, spread the greetings of peace, and boasting and bragging is a bad thing, is an evil thing. And Sayyidina Abu Muawiyah radiallahu anhu, the sub-narrator mentions Al-Ashra means Al-Abath, yani such a game in which there is no benefit, such a game which is in vain, basically which has no worldly or after-worldly benefit. Okay, there are some games that people play, and it is to increase their memory. Some games that they've invented that promotes exercise. People won't do exercise. What's that called? Nintendo Wii. Yeah. Subhanallah. But obviously it should be in moderation. حدثنا عصام قال حدثنا جرير أو حريز عن سلمان الألهاني عن فضالة بن عبيد وكان بمجمع من المجامع فبلغه أن أقواما يلعبون بالكوبة فقام غضبانا ينهى عنها أشد النهي ثم قال ألا إن اللاعب بها ليأكل قمرها كآكل لحم الخنزير ومتوضئ بالدم. Sayyidina Salman al-Hani radiallahu anhu reports that Sayyidina Fadalah ibn Ubayd radiallahu ta'ala anhu was in a gathering, and then he learnt of some people playing backgammon, chess, gambling on using backgammon or chess, the games that they have on which they bet. So he stood in a fit of rage. He stood in anger, and he condemned it in the strongest possible terms. And he says, lo and behold, that the one who plays such games, gambling, backgammon, chess, betting on it or not, and the one who consumes its winnings, its earnings, it is as though it is someone who eats pork meat. Yani, the khinzir ka gosht khata, yani the one who eats the meat of a swine, and does wudu with its blood. Yani, submerges himself in the blood in swine blood. باب من لم يسلم على أصحاب النرد. Now, to the extent that the Sahaba used to condemn such games, that they wouldn't even do salam to those people who were engaged in these games. So, the chapter on not conveying the greetings of peace to those who are playing backgammon or chess or any other game which involves gambling. حدثني عبيد الله بن سعيد عن القاسم بن الحكم القاضي قال أخبرنا عبيد الله بن الوليد الوصافي عن الفضيل بن مسلم عن أبيه قال كان سيدنا علي رضي الله تعالى عنه إذا خرج من باب القصر فرأى أصحاب النرد انطلق بهم فعقلهم من غدوة إلى الليل فمنهم من يعقل إلى نصف النهار قال وكان الذي يعقل إلى الليل هم الذين يعاملون بالورق وكان الذي يعقل إلى نصف النهار الذين يلهون بها وكان يأمر ألا يسلموا عليهم. Sayyidina Fudayl ibn Muslim radiallahu reports from his father, who used to say, who narrated that when Sayyidina Ali radiallahu used to go through Bab al-Qasr. Bab al-Qasr was a place in Kufa. You have certain places in cities and in towns where people gamble, where people sit down and they listen to music, or sit down and gamble and do betting and whatnot. So whenever he used to go past and he used to see people betting and gambling, playing backgammon or whatever it was in those days, he would imprison them from the night to the 24 hours or for 12 hours. So he would imprison some of them for half the day, some people for 24 hours. Those who imprisoned them for 24 hours were those people who would gamble with wariq, with silver. Yani they would put silver on the betting, as they would bet on silver, on money. As for those who were imprisoned for half the day, there were those people who just merely played it for the sake of it, for the sake of playing. There was no money involved. But he would still imprison them, and he would say to people, do not do salam to these people. Do not convey the greetings of peace to them. Babu ithmi man la'iba bin nard. Nard se khelne ka gunah. The sin of playing backgammon or chess. Haddathana Ismail qal. These narrations that come, there's approximately 6 or 7 narrations. They're all similar. And the crux of these narrations is that chess, backgammon, and all of these gambling games, betting games which involve money or not, they are haram. We should avoid them. With money, it is even worse. حدثنا إسماعيل قال حدثني مالك عن موسى بن ميسرة عن سعيد بن أبي هند عن أبي موسى الأشعري رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من لعب بالنرد فقد عصى الله ورسوله. Said Abu Musa al-Ash'ari radiallahu reports that the Messenger of Allah said, anyone who plays backgammon or chess, then he has rebelled against Allah and His beloved Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. حدثنا مسدد قال حدثنا مسدد قال حدثنا معتمر قال سمعت عبد الملك عن أبي الأحوص عن عبد الله بن مسعود رضي الله تعالى عنه قال إياكم وهاتين الكعبتين الموسومتين اللتين تزجران زجرا فإنهما من الميسر. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu would say, abstain from these 2 marked cubes. Ka'batain means cube, yani, which is obviously the dice, jisko dice kehte hain, which are marked with dots or numbers, yani in that game, backgammon or chess, whatever it is. From which it has been strictly prohibited, because these 2 are part of al-maisir, which the Quran mentions, innamal khamru wal-maisir, it is part of gambling. Okay. حدثنا محمد بن يوسف وقبيصة قال حدثنا سفيان عن علقمة بن مرثد عن ابن بريدة عن أبيه عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من لعب بالنرد الشير فكأنما صبغ يده في لحم خنزير ودمه. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, anyone who plays nard shair, a kind of game which involves gambling, backgammon or chess, is something similar. It is as though he has smeared his hand with pork meat and with blood, with swine blood, with the blood of a swine. Now, why is it called nard shair? Because there was a king of Persia known as Ardashir, son of Babak. He was the one who introduced this innovation. That's why it knows as Nardashir, in reference to him, or Nardashir as some people have said it. Wallahu ta'ala alam. حدثنا أحمد بن يونس ومالك بن إسماعيل قال حدثنا زهير قال حدثني عبيد الله قال حدثني نافع عن سعيد بن أبي هند عن أبي موسى عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من لعب بالنرد فقد عصى الله ورسوله. A hadith which we've mentioned before, the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم said, anyone who plays with backgammon or chess, and who plays backgammon or chess or any game which involves gambling or betting, he has disobeyed Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Babul adab wa ikhraj alladhina yal'abuna bin nardi wa ahli al-batil. Now, how do we censor? How should we show our disgust and loathe people playing these games and gambling? Listen to this. So this is on the chapter on disciplining people and expelling and evicting people from the home who are from Ahlul Batil, from the people of falsehood. حدثني إسماعيل قال حدثني مالك عن نافع أن عبد الله بن عمر رضي الله تعالى عنهما كان إذا وجد أحد من أهله يلعب بالنرد ضربه وكسرها. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Umar रضي الله عنه जब अपने घर में या किसी अहलो अयाल में या किसी खानदान वालों में किसी को नर्द खेलते हुए देख लेते तो उसको खूब मारते और नर्द को तोड़ देते थे. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Umar रضي الله عنه, whenever he would see anyone from his family members or anyone from the extended family or whoever it may be gambling or playing with such a game, then he would strike them and he would break the board, you know, the board on which they use it for gambling. حدثنا إسماعيل قال حدثني مالك عن علقمة بن أبي علقمة عن أمه عن عائشة رضي الله تعالى عنها أنه بلغها أن أهل بيت في دارها كانوا سكان فيها عندهم نرد فأرسلت إليهم لئن لم تخرجوها لأخرجنكم من داري وأنكرت ذلك عليهم. It was reached. Sayyidina Aisha رضي الله تعالى عنها was informed that some of her family members or some of the people who were living in her quarters or near her house, they were playing backgammon or chess, which is known as nard. So she sent a message to them and they said, if you do not remove this game from my house, I will remove you from my home. I will most definitely evict you from my home. And she expressed her utmost disgust and displeasure at them playing that game. حدثنا موسى قال حدثنا ربيعة بن كلثوم ابن جبر قال حدثني أبي قال خطبنا ابن الزبير فقال يا أهل مكة بلغني عن رجال من قريش يلعبون بلعبة يقال لها النرد شير وكان أعسر قال الله تعالى إنما الخمر والميسر وإني أحلف بالله لا أوتى برجل لعب بها إلا عقبته في شعره وبشره وعطيت سلبه لمن أتاني به. Sayyiduna Kulthum ibn Jabr, Sayyiduna Rabi'a ibn Kulthum ibn Jabr radiallahu anhu narrates from his father Kulthum radiallahu ta'ala warda. And Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Zubayr radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, he addressed us saying that, O people of Makkah, it has reached me that some of the people of Quraysh, some of the people of Quraysh has informed me that there are people who are playing this game which is known as Nard Shir, backgammon or chess, and they bet on it and they use money on it, they put money on it, and it is played with the left hand. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا الْخَمْرُ وَالْمَيْسِرُ وَالْأَنْصَابُ وَالْأَزْلَامُ رِجْسٌ مِّنْ عَمَلِ الشَّيْطَانِ فَاجْتَنِبُوهُ لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. That consuming alcohol and gambling and idolatry worship and drawing arrows, divining arrows, all of these are from the filthy works of Satan. So therefore, O you who believe, refrain from these things, perchance that you may be given salvation and success. And then he says, Abdullah ibn Zubayr says, I swear in the name of Allah, मैं अल्लाह की कसम खाता हूँ कि अगर कोई शख्स ऐसी खेल खेलता है और अगर वो शख्स मेरे पास लाया गया तो मैं उसको ज़रूर सज़ा दूंगा, उसके बालों में भी सज़ा दूंगा, उसकी ये स्किन है, उसकी जिल्द, चमड़ी भी मैं उतार दूंगा, उसके बालों को नोच डालूंगा और उसकी चमड़ी उतारवा दूंगा. और जो शख्स ऐसा शख्स मेरे पास लाए तो जो जुआ खेलने वाला है तो उसका माल मैं उसको दे दूंगा. So this was a warning. He was cautioning people, and he said, I swear in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that anyone who is brought to me who is playing these games, that I will most definitely punish him in his hair, yani pluck his hair out, and his skin, yani pull his skin. And I will seize his wealth and give it to the one who brought this person to me. حدثنا ابن الصباح قال حدثني إسماعيل بن زكريا عن عبيد بن أبي أمية الحنفي وهو الطنافسي قال حدثني على بن مرة قال سمعت أبا هريرة في الذي يلعب بالنرد قمارا كالذي يأكل لحم الخنزير والذي يلعب به من غير القمار كالذي يغمس يده في دم خنزير والذي يجلس عندها ينظر إليها كالذي ينظر إلى لحم الخنزير. Sayyiduna Ya'ala ibn Murrah radiallahu ta'ala anhu reports that I heard Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiallahu say with regards to the one who plays backgammon or chess or engages in gambling and chess, that he's a person as though he is eating pork meat. He's eating pork, swine meat, iyadan billah. Whereas Islam log कहते हैं कि pork, oh, we're not going to allow to eat it, but they're playing these games and it is as though it is tantamount to them eating pork. And the one who plays these games without betting on them, it is as though he smears his hand, plunges his hand, puts his hand in a bowl of swine blood of pig blood. And the one who sits there, जो तमाशाई बनकर के वहां पे देखता है, इस तमाशे को देखता है, it is as though वो सूअर के गोश्त को देखता है. It is as though he is looking at, so the spectators looking at these people, witnessing them, the spectators, it is as though they are looking at swine meat. حدثنا الحسن بن عمر قال حدثني يزيد بن زريع عن حبيب عن عمرو بن شعيب عن أبيه عن عبد الله بن عمرو بن العاص رضي الله تعالى عنهما وعن أجمعين قال اللاعب بالفصين قمارا كآكل لحم الخنزير واللاعب بهما غير قمار كالغامس يده في دم خنزير. Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As رضي الله عنه reports that the one who plays with these two dices is the one who bets using these dices, it is as though he is eating swine meat, pork. And the one who plays these games without betting involved, it is as though he smears his hand in swine blood. Allah Ta'ala हम सबको इन तमाम बुरे कामों से बचने की तौफीक अता फरमाए, और हत्तल इम्कान अल्लाह ताला हम सबको अमर बिल मारूफ और नही अनिल मुनकर करने की तौफीक अता फरमाए।